Can you hear me now? Howdy, y'all. Thank you for being here. Hang on a few minutes here. We things rolling. Oh, wow. I still have no audio. Hold on just a minute. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. I got both Jennies here tonight. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for being here. Hi, guys. As long as you can hear me, that's all I need to know. I My monitor is not picking anything up, and it should. I had a I was going to play an intro, but I wasn't hearing it. Anyway, got a few things on my mind tonight. Yeah, that's mine. Hold on. I'm going to stop this camera for half a second. So hang on just a minute here. I've got something that's been on my mind for a while. And I've been raised country. As if y'all can't tell, I'm a little country. Now, for you ladies who are out in Texas, you've heard this one before. All hat and no cows. You've heard it before, right? Hey, Matt, I've been waiting for you, brother. Hang on. Anyway, all hat and no cows in Texas, right? Well, I've been looking for the last couple of months for a picture. I've had a few people calling, using the term cowboy real loosely. So here's here's the way we look at it here in Arizona and on the West Coast. When it comes to somebody, you just because you're wearing the hat, they'll make you cowboy. The expression is you can't call him a cowboy until you see him ride. And there have been people who've seen me ride. My last horse was an Arabian. He's a tiny little thing, but he barely looked like my toes would be dragging in the pictures. I want to show you all those pictures someday. But anyway, Matt, it's good to see you, bro. It's good to see you. Allie Bell, Jenny, Misfit Mayhem, Jenny, Jen Thunder, Wingspan Angel, always thank you for being here. You do awesome work. I'd meant to bring this up for you. If you're looking for someone to look up to as a moderator, look up this person. She's a friend of mine. Her name is Noli D. She's the one that set the gold standard for moderators. Thank you for being here, Wingspan. I appreciate it. Anyway, uh, and she was back in the day when they first started going live on YouTube. Way back in the day. Shows how long I've been with YouTube. Anyway, Juggle Asses, how you doing, brother? Thank you for being here, buddy. It's good to see you. A few things on my mind, and that was one of them. It's been bugging me forever. Just because you got that, there's a certain. Hold on a second here. Again, my chihuahua making noise. He hears me talking. He thinks he needs to get into the conversation. Anyway, where was I? There's this certain YouTube personality. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about him before. wearing a full-on headset with the microphone and everything like that, with a felt Panama sombrero. Now you got a big old fat clown with a flat hat with the outer edge curled. That looks really good in my opinion. You can't call him a cowboy until you see him ride. I don't think that man's ever been off his couch. I think Wingspan and Jug Glasses both know who I'm talking about. Now, Matt, I'm glad you're here, brother. This is for you. Like the title says, by request, you wanted to know where my health is at. I've been looking a little rugged the last few times I've been on here. And here's why. The neighborhood I used to live in 10 years ago. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid mine's going to do, Jen. That's what I'm afraid mine's going to do. He's done it before. He'll do it again. He's a chihuahua. That's his job. Anyway, where I used to live before was in a really nasty place. Let's just put it that way. You don't drink the water, let alone take a shower or brush your teeth in it. Hey, Spirit, it's good to see you. Spirit in the sky, thank you for being here. Lenny's here. How you doing, cousin? Anyway, thank you for being here, guys. Anyway, back to my little story here. The neighborhood I used to live in was a really nasty place. Matt can vouch for this. Janine, she's she's here. She's just not chatting. I know she is. But when I got here, I was having problems with my gallbladder, and I had uh, a nasty infection, kind of infection that you don't really bring up. It's good to see you, Lenny. Thank you for bringing your cheer, bro. I appreciate it. Anyway, I had a parasitic infection. So what I've been doing since I've got done with my cancer, it's been a year and a half since my treatment ended. It's been almost 2 years, almost 2.5 years since I was originally diagnosed. Matt Moore was here when that all happened. So was Janine. There's a couple others. Roy and Debbie, shout out to you guys. I love you. Miss you. Hope you're doing well, Debbie. I heard you took a fall. Please get better, hon. You're leaving, Matt. All right, brother. We'll talk soon. You take care, Matt. You wanted to know how I was doing, and that's what I'm doing. I went through what would you say? I'm going through a liver detox and a purge, and the stuff I was taking was making me pretty sick. Plus, here's something that Matt, you want to hear this. I'm trying to quit smoking, guys. I've been smoking for 55 years. I quit one time for 8 months. And that's when I lost somebody I cared about a great deal. Picked up another cigarette. And I haven't stopped since, but it's time to quit. Take care of yourself, Matt. Give my love to your mom for me, would you? He's already gone. I just watched the number drop. Anyway, guys, that's kind of what was on my mind. Matt wanted to hear what was going on with my health. He, I'm trying to quit smoking. I've been smoking for 55 years, almost 56, almost 57 years. I had to do the math in my head. I started when I was 12. In 2.5 weeks, I'll be 68 years old. This show will be the last until next year. I hope to have some better news stories for you next year. Yeah, I started at 12, Jen. It's time to quit. I've already had cancer twice. I don't want to go for a third strike. I'm a baseball player. The third strike's usually the toughest one. That's exactly where I'm at, Lenny. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. Anyway, guys, I wanted to keep this short because I had a few things on my mind. Um, by the way, for you people who are 420, pro 420, President Trump, with an executive order this afternoon or this morning, it was early this morning, with an executive order, moved cannabis from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3 drug on the drug schedule. Doesn't matter to me because that doesn't matter to me, but they need to quit telling us what we can use for our own bodies. I'm not talking about pro chemicals or anything like that. Before Rockefeller and all of his oil and his synthetic pharmaceuticals, before all of his synthetic pharmaceuticals were forced on us, like aspirin and things like that, I agree, Lenny. That's what I'm saying. It's not up to me to say what's good or bad for you and your health. So please don't tell me what's good for my health. Long before that was ever happened, there was over 101 uses for cannabis, medicinal uses. Now you look at you look at important documents like the Declaration of Independence or even the Constitution. It's written on parchment. And parchment is made from hemp fibers. Every ship that brought somebody here back in the 1800s, 1600s, 1700s, all of those big ships, all that rope was made from hemp. It's about time we went back to what we know, what we need. I'm not saying I agree with Trump in any way, shape, or form. I don't. What I'm saying is it's about time somebody saw it for what it is. Guys, Christmas week next week, I won't be here. The week following will be New Year's Day. Please have a safe and happy holiday season. Enjoy yourselves. I will be back on the 8th of January. Please be safe out there, my friends. I love y'all, and thank you again for being here.